Hello everyone, welcome to video lecture series of cloud computing. Today's topic is cloud computing service models. In this video, I'll be telling about how many types of service models are there in the case of cloud computing. So let us begin. As you are aware with the term cloud computing, this is what? This is the on-demand delivery of IT resources. In the case of the cloud, when we are talking, then there is no need to buy, own or maintain any physical data centers or servers. Here, we can access the resources depending upon the requirement and depending upon the usage of the resources we need to pay. So pay as you go pricing scheme exists over there. So in the case of the cloud, the computing resources can be very quickly provided to the users. Cloud service are nowadays the most in demand services. Even lots of big organizations like Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Oracle, they are driving the path for the innovation of development. Even some of the most big organizations nowadays, they are not relying on their private servers. Even the organizations, they are now inclined towards they are contracting with the third party for the storage of their data, right? So that is why, because cloud is able to give the guaranteed security and the services quality, that is why this is most in demand services nowadays. But when we are talking about the cloud computing service models, it is being categorized into three categories. There are three types: software as a service, SaaS, platform as a service, PaaS, and infrastructure as a service, IaaS. So now let us understand what are these services, and just I'll be giving you an example. With the help of that example, you will be able to define it quickly. You can see in this particular diagram, there is a client. Client can interact with the cloud with the help of the web browsers, mobile applications, like means client is directly communicating with the cloud. And cloud computing service models are of three types. First is software as a service. Means here software can be used as a service. Multiple users, organizations can use that particular software. Means application. Platform as a service means here platforms can be provided as a service, while IaaS, infrastructure as a service, means infrastructure can be used as a service. So SaaS means application, PaaS means platform, and IaaS means infrastructure. Use, build and migrate. Use the SaaS, use the application, build on platforms and migrate. So SaaS is mainly used by the end users. PaaS is used by the developers, while IaaS, that is used by the developers or network architects like. So in the next video, I'll be talking in much detail about all of these services. But here, I would like to tell you that how many cloud computing service model exist. So from here, you will be aware that there are three service models. In this particular diagram, you can see, just you can understand with the help of an example. Here you can see when we are talking about any individual organization, right? Then on premises, that organization needs operating system, virtualization, servers, storage, networking, applications, database, everything. So when we are talking about an individual organization, means each and everything will be managed by you. Means that particular individual, means from that particular organization. So this is when we are talking about the generic term. But when we are talking about the cloud computing service model, as you can see over here, IaaS, infrastructure as a service, right? Means infrastructure is being provided and rest of the thing is being managed by the you. You can see in this particular case, virtualization, server, storage, networking is provided by the, this is managed by the vendor, while you are going to manage for the applications which you need to develop with the data, database, right? Runtime, middleware, operating systems. So as you're aware with the infrastructure is what? Infrastructure consists of the operating system, CPU, storage, RAM, network. So this IaaS is infrastructure only, means operating systems and their updates, data and database will be managed by you, and the rest of the infrastructure is being provided by the vendor. Second is platform as a service, means platform can be used as a service and the rest of the thing is being managed by the vendors. Means here you can see this PaaS is what? Infrastructure plus platform. So the infrastructure means runtime, middleware, operating system, virtualization, servers, storage, networking, everything is managed by vendor. And you need to manage only the data and the application. Database is also managed by the cloud vendor, right? That is what the PaaS is. And the third is software as a service, means applications. Software can be used as a service, means that particular software can be used by multiple organizations, multiple users. So for this SaaS, you need to just log in and you can do your own work. Means this is what? Infrastructure plus platform plus software. So everything is here is managed by the vendor. You just need to do your own work just by doing the login. There are some very very popular examples of SaaS: Microsoft Office 365, Dropbox. You need not to do anything. You just log in and do your work. That is what the examples. So I hope now these three types of service models are clear to you. Now let me give you a very basic example in a very layman term so that you'll be able to understand. When we are talking about the infrastructure as a service, right? Suppose you want pizza from the Domino's, right? So if you would like to make your own pizza of your own choice of ingredients, etc., but you would like to use the facility of Domino's itself, means you have to go over there, you are using the Domino's oven, etc. But means you are getting the infrastructure from the Domino's. Just what you are doing, you are cooking yourself. That is what the IaaS means. You are getting infrastructure, you are preparing the things of your own choice. Second, PaaS, platform as a service. The same examples of the Domino's pizza. You'll be giving the ingredients of your choice to the Domino's vendor, and that particular vendor is preparing the pizza for you by using their own infrastructure facility. Means you are just providing the ingredients and the rest of the thing is being handled by the Domino's itself. That is what the PaaS. Now the third, which is about the software as a service, a very popular example, Shopify. All of you must have heard about the Shopify. Means this is what? The software as a service. What is Shopify? Shopify is one-stop e-commerce store solutions for all the retailers. Means all the retailers who are willing to sell their products online. If I would like to sell some of the products online, you would like to sell some of the products online, you can use this Shopify because it offers flexible plans. I can make my own plan, you can make your own plans, and even it offers very simple to sometimes complex and highly functional e-commerce website. So each one of us can develop it, can prepare it, and we can update the inventories over there. Even a person who is having no coding background or experience, that particular person also will be able to set up their e-commerce platforms. They can access via various apps. Even multiple payment gateways can also be integrated over there. So if a person is not having any coding background, that person also can use the Shopify to sell their products online. So this is a very popular, very basic example for the SaaS, software as a service. So I hope now it must be clear to you how many kinds of cloud computing service models are there. Thank you so much for watching this video.